In the heart of Britain, on the banks of the River Thames, stands a mighty city called London. Did you know that this historic city was once just a simple settlement? Let us travel back in time to uncover the origin of a city that would later become the capital of an empire on which the sun never sets. It all began with the Romans, Londinium. In the year 43 AD, the Roman armies invaded Britain under Emperor Claudius. Not long after, they established a new settlement along the River Thames and named it Londinium. The Romans chose the location carefully, a strategic site on a wide river that allowed ships to sail easily. It was perfect for trade and defense. Nearby, the River Thames flowed into the North Sea, making trade and travel possible across vast distances. The settlement was initially a fort where merchants and traders could store their goods and supplies while traveling through the area. This fort was also a key part of the Roman military defense system in Britain, helping them control the local tribes and protect their expanding empire. Around the fort, the Romans built a town. They constructed massive defensive walls, paved roads, ports, marketplaces, even public baths and temples. The town was designed to be easily navigable with a grid pattern of streets and buildings, a hallmark of Roman urban planning. In fact, some parts of these original Roman walls are still standing today, silently narrating tales of a bygone era. Within decades, Londinium became the beating heart of Roman life in Britain, a bustling hub of activity and trade. But life in Roman Britain wasn't always peaceful. In 60 AD, Queen Boudica of the Iceni tribe led a fierce rebellion against the Romans. Her forces stormed Londinium and burned it to the ground. Can you imagine the flames leaping high above the Roman buildings, turning the bustling marketplace into a fiery inferno? The city was in ruins, and the people were scattered. It seemed like Londinium would never recover from this devastating attack. But the Romans weren't ready to abandon Britain. They rebuilt Londinium, making its walls even higher and stronger to withstand any future attacks. After the troubles with Boudica, Londinium began to flourish again. Trade routes extended throughout the empire, bringing wealth and prosperity to the city. Merchants from all over the Roman world came to Londinium to buy and sell their goods. The city became known for its beautiful mosaics, glassware, jewelry, and fine clothing. It was truly a shopper's paradise. Life in Londinium was not just about trade. There were amphitheaters where people watched gladiators fight and wild animals from distant lands. There were festivals and celebrations in the streets, and the air was filled with the aroma of food cooking in the many taverns and restaurants. Sadly, in 410 AD, the Roman Empire began to weaken, and the Romans started pulling their troops out of Britain. Without Roman support, Londinium slowly fell into decline. The city's name changed to London, but no one really knows how or why this change happened. Some say it was a corruption of the Roman name, while others believe it evolved from a Celtic word meaning mount or hill. Whatever the reason, the name stuck and London it remained. During the Dark Ages, the city's population dropped and the once great city became a shadow of its former self. However, London survived. In the 8th century, an Anglo-Saxon king named Offa of Mercia rebuilt London and made it his capital. London was perfectly located to become the center of the growing kingdoms of England. As the English kingdoms united and grew, so did London. By the 11th century, London was a thriving city once again. It had become a major center of trade and politics, in part because of its strategic location near the North Sea. London was perfectly positioned to benefit from the growing trade between Scandinavia, France, and the rest of Europe. In 1066, the English monarchy was thrown into turmoil when William the Conqueror, Duke of Normandy, invaded England and claimed the throne. This event, known as the Norman Conquest, had a profound impact on London and the course of English history. Londoners rallied behind their new monarch, recognizing the benefits of being part of a larger kingdom. Under William and his successors, London flourished. Its population grew, its economy boomed, and its status as a political and cultural center was firmly established. Today, London stands tall as one of the most important cities in the world. Its iconic landmarks like Buckingham Palace and the Houses of Parliament draw visitors from every corner of the globe. But beneath the city's modern skyline, ancient Roman walls and roads still whisper the story of its incredible origins. The spirit of those early settlers, from the Romans to the Anglo-Saxons, lives on in the very streets of London. And that's a wrap Folks, thanks for joining me on this journey through time. If you loved learning about the fascinating beginnings of London, show your support. Your likes and shares help us keep the history flowing. So until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the past. And who knows, you might just stumble upon some amazing historical tidbits right here. See ya!